Whether your chosen ecosystem vendor is Microsoft, Google or Zoom, using their dedicated meeting room software provides the best possible experience when video enabling your conference rooms. What do I mean by an ecosystem room? So businesses subscribe to software companies who provide email, productivity applications and personal video services. That might be Microsoft Office 365, Google Workspace or Zoom Workplace. To extend these services into meeting rooms, providers have created specialist software that provides the best possible experience of their software, but in a shared space like a meeting room. So Microsoft created the Microsoft Teams room, Google created Google Meet, their sort of hardware license, and Zoom created Zoom rooms. These meeting room specific applications keep users inside the brand's ecosystem, providing a simple user experience, easy control of hardware, centralized administration for the IT teams, and adding additional functionalities that are specific to meeting rooms like whiteboarding, multiple cameras, and dedicated touch panels to control cameras, microphones, and speakers. In today's video, we discuss how these ecosystems make meeting rooms work. We discuss hardware selection and interoperability between these platforms. Before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. I'm the Meeting Room Doctor. Let's open surgery. So most conference rooms are enabled for virtual meetings, allowing multiple people to join conferences together in a comfortable environment. Here, people should be able to collaborate effectively, both with those in the room and any remote participants. Organisations will look to make this as easy as possible for their staff to join, invite and administer these meetings. Ecosystem rooms offer a compelling solution as they provide a dedicated meeting room experience, but with the software familiarity that they're used to from their laptop environments. So what are the practical challenges faced by companies and installers? Well, meeting rooms are not one size fits all and need expertise to correctly set them up, because a poorly set up room will provide a poor experience both for those in the room and those who are dialing in remotely. Ecosystem providers offer guidance on some hardware, but not all, and it's left to a wider AV installer community to fill in those gaps. And also, what if you need to talk to another ecosystem? What's needed to make an ecosystem work? What are the typical components? Well, let's go through them. All ecosystem rooms feature a touchscreen controller of some sort, and this is the user interface that interacts with the ecosystem software. It allows you to be able to adjust camera and microphone settings. It displays upcoming meetings and allows you to join meetings as you walk through the door. The compute module sits in the background, and this runs the software itself, but is often hidden away behind the display or in a credenza of sorts. And it connects and controls both the touchscreen and other peripherals. And the actual compute module can either be Windows or Android based. The software itself that runs on the compute module, well, we've talked about this already. Common variants of this will be Microsoft Teams Room, Google Meet's hardware license, and Zoom Rooms, but there are other applications users might want to run, popular across different markets or in different use cases. So Cisco WebEx, Miro, which is a team collaboration platform, and RingCentral. The peripherals themselves, well, this is the camera, the microphone and the speakers. These are the things that are specific to the room and the room size. So the camera needs to be sufficiently flexible to capture all participants clearly. The microphones need to be able to pick up conversations whilst rejecting background distractions and noises. And the speakers, they need to be good enough so that everyone can hear the meeting content. Displays, these need to be suitably sized, and systems can either have a single display, dual displays, or using widescreen, ultra widescreen displays as well. So there's lots of options when it comes to displays. The decision on what display to use, well, that's dependent upon the installation environment mainly. People regularly share content into virtual meetings and often do so using their laptop. This can be done within the software environment or by plugging in an HDMI connection that's connected to the room system. And also there are systems that do this wirelessly. Outside of the room booking panels are often partnered with ecosystem rooms to display the current and upcoming meetings. Sitting alongside the ecosystem rooms is an array of AI productivity tools which are designed to enhance the understanding of the meeting, provide follow-up and assess decision making. They work by transcribing the spoken word, providing a comprehensive written record of meetings. And from this text, AI tools can write automatically meeting minutes, identify and assign follow-up actions, and provide insights and analysis around decision making. The translation of text into different languages is also available in some platforms. Some of these AI tools sit within the software ecosystem itself, and some are external. It goes without saying, the quality of the transcription is only as good as the information that the system is receiving. So high quality hardware, good quality room acoustic treatments is vital to ensuring that these systems work well. So ecosystem software providers want their rooms to perform well, and they spend a lot of time working with hardware manufacturers to create an approved hardware list. Hardware is rigorously tested to meet the performance criteria set out by the ecosystems based on current and reasonable future features. They also assess reliability and the ease of deployment. Once approved, ecosystems divide hardware into room size groups so that end users can easily procure the right set of hardware for their spaces. And these go from anything from the personal or huddle room environments where you've got one or two people sitting in a space, right the way through to the extra large spaces which are very, very much more flexible. These room categories can be anything from an enhanced individual experience through to small, medium and large rooms where you will need different categories of camera and microphones to ensure a reliable pickup. Extra large and signature rooms are often more flexible and require a more integrator-centric approach, and there's a lot of individual components that can be certified together to create a solution there. Portable solutions with flexible audience are generally served by all-in-one manufacturers, which are generally trolley-mounted solutions that can be wheeled in when needed. Much of the drive today is around creating equity in a meeting, and this is about providing near and far end participants with an equal as possible experience. To achieve this, AI is built into much of the hardware that is selected. So cameras are designed with framing technologies included so that you're able to read body language, gauge reactions and look into people's eyes. Microphones are designed to provide a clear set of audio without the distractions of background noise, etc. AI functions are built into hardware and are used to automate and enhance the conference. And these features are held in high regard by the ecosystem providers. And as technology develops, approved lists rotate through hardware selections to ensure that users have access to the best possible experience. There are loads more benefits to ecosystem rooms, too many to cover in this video. Highlighting some of the other slightly fringe benefits might be the ability to add breakout rooms into your larger meetings. Be able to run webinars where you can have hundreds of attendees all dialing in, watching presentations. Using multiple camera systems, including content cameras and to capture whiteboards, and audience cameras are very, very popular. And then also interactivity using touchscreens, so the ability to be able to draw on screens and be able to share those into meetings. So what happens when you want to talk outside of your own ecosystem, even talk between ecosystems? And imagine a Zoom room wanting to talk to a team conference room. Well, this happens regularly. And there are essentially two options. The manufacturers, the ecosystem providers, have created something called direct guest join. And this works with Microsoft's Teams Rooms, Zoom and Cisco WebEx. And if enabled, it allows those other ecosystems to join each other's meetings. There are some limitations to this in the fact that it's generally at a lower resolution. It might not be quite as easy to share content into the meeting, and you can't access things like dual displays from these direct join meetings. Another option is bring your own device. And this is the notion of bringing a laptop in with personal software. and connecting it into the Rooms system and allowing that Rooms system to be extended into the laptop. So your laptop then is able to use the Rooms display, camera, microphones and speakers. We have a detailed deep dive video going into the benefits and disadvantages of bring your own device as a platform. Do check that out if you're interested. So what do we recommend? Software wise, well, it makes sense to adopt the meeting room software that you're already using within your business. So if you're using Microsoft for your email and your productivity tools, it would make sense to adopt Microsoft's Teams Rooms. Hardware wise, it really depends on the room and the audience. Some of the main features I will be looking out for is making sure that the room equipment is selected based upon the size and format of your space. Make sure that the display sizes are correct to maximize the productivity in the space. Make sure that you put in some sort of accommodation for inter-ecosystem calls, so that Zoom calling Teams, etc., and providing a sound acoustic environment for your space too. There are many things to consider when looking at your next meeting room upgrade. At Meeting Room Doctor, we know this and we want to help. Whilst our videos are helpful, sometimes you just want professional guidance dedicated to your project. Well, I'm pleased to introduce Meeting Room Doctor Surgery and Meeting Room Doctor on your team. Meeting Room Doctor Surgery provides professional AV consultancy for a fixed fee per room. This package includes a professional assessment of your display screen sizes using industry formulas and matched to the plans of your room. We conduct a comprehensive reverberance assessment to ensure the room doesn't echo and performs at its best. And if needed, we can recommend acoustic treatments too. We provide AV elevation templates, and these guide construction teams on the exact placement of hardware, services and cable routes, vital to ensure the correct performance and the highest quality look for your meeting room. We make hardware recommendations. This includes all elements: display screens, cameras, microphones, speakers, conferencing hardware, the whole solution. We can also recommend Meeting Room Doctor approved install contractors, should you not have one already. Lastly, our comprehensive companion guide gives a deep dive into AV technologies and helps you understand the theory behind our recommendations. Meeting Room Doctor on your team is more hands-on, and it's designed for companies refurbishing or relocating over a longer period of time. The clue's in the name really. On your team means that we become part of your team for the duration of your project. In addition to surgery items, we want to immerse ourselves into your project. We want to fully understand your objectives, and we want to meet your team and become part of your technology vision. Let us help you define what success looks like in your meeting rooms. And then to understand the plans, the usage, the budget requirements, and to recommend ultimately the technical solution that will meet this. We can even introduce you to our Meeting Room Doctor approved installers, or we can work with your existing partners. During the build, we often join weekly project calls and act as a bridge between internal teams and construction and technology people. A simple conversation can quickly keep a project on track, ensuring success and avoid costly variations. Upon completion, we can verify the installation just to check that it meets those success criteria that we set out before, and we can also recommend ongoing support, training and the documentation requirements to make sure that your system works for the long term. Be sure to check out the link in the description for more information. If you found this video useful, check out our other Fundamentals series videos where we cover a wide variety of meeting room technologies and what AV professionals consider when they're looking at meeting spaces. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your support. Make sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's all agree, every meeting room deserves to be doctor approved. But for now, I've got other patients waiting. Meeting Room Doctor out.